Here's your Jazel Auto News update for August 16th.
And Aston Martin has unveiled the 2024 DB12 Volante, which shares a lot in common with the coupe, but has a new power-operated fabric top that folds in about 14 seconds, and still has that 671 horsepower V8.
Yeah, it's just further proof that Aston Martin cannot make an ugly car. I think that every car they've made is gorgeous, and having this one be a convertible, like, I'll never be able to own one, but I kind of want to, just to drive down, like, Route 101, or not 101, like the Pacific Coast Highway, and just cruise. Like, that. This car seems perfect for it.
And REI and Airstream have collaborated on a new version of the base camper with a new 20-foot model that uses a bunch of kind of eco-friendly parts, kind of used for both hauling kind of your gear, like kayaks, bikes, things like that. Plus, you can sleep inside of it. Seems like a pretty useful thing.
Yeah, and the pricing is actually really decent on it too. You can get one for under $60,000. I think 54 is where they start.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the lower priced Airstream trailers, and they generally have pretty good quality.
Yeah, and I feel like, especially after the last 3 years that we've had, a lot of people are looking to get out and start camping more and more. I mean, it's hard to get camping spots anywhere. So making the barrier to entry for these lower is just an ingenious idea. I think it's nothing but a good thing.
And Pebble Beach is about to happen, which is a big event for the car community. And this year they'll be having some auctions as well. And I think one of the ones that really stood out was a 67 Ferrari 412, which was one of the cars that they made to compete against the Ford GT in the 60s. And they're estimating $35 to $40 million for it.
Which is insane. But I actually went to college in that area, and I used to always look forward to Pebble Beach time because people would be driving their cars up and down, the main highway, and you'd hear them at night, and it was just, it was incredible. I would love to go this year and see all those vehicles, especially that 412. That 412 was gorgeous.
And the Lucid Gravity electric SUV has been kind of spied testing on roads, and I think it actually looks really good. It kind of translates the design of the sedan pretty decently, I think.
Yeah, and obviously this is in testing, right? Like, it's not in a final design by any means, but it does look, I don't want to say better than other EV SUVs, but I would say it looks about on par design-wise and functionality-wise that the others do. So I think if they can get it for a decent price, I think it'll do well.
Yeah, I'm guessing it'll probably be just under 100,000 probably to start, based on the Lucid Air. But yeah, I think has a little bit of like kind of Porsche design cues to it. I think looks good.
Yeah, if it's anywhere near 100 grand though, they're really gonna have to justify that price point.
And Hyundai has shown off a Santa Fe XRT concept, which was kind of like an off-road version of the new Santa Fe, and I think it looks pretty good. Very kind of futuristic.
Yeah, which is immediately my eyes are drawn to anything futuristic, kind of that kind of world inspired, right? I think it looks great. I'm not one for off-road vehicles typically. I'm not one for trucks or SUVs, but like this is something that I would consider, like that concept, I would consider purchasing.
And Kia has unveiled their new K3 small sedan for the 2025 model year. And although they haven't announced US availability yet, it looks like it might be something that could either replace the Rio or the Forte, or possibly both, in our market as kind of a lower cost sedan.
Yeah, and again, like kind of like with the Gulfstream or the Airstream, sorry, any barrier to entry that you can lower for people to get into EVs is going to be awesome. And I think that this car looks great, and if it can be for the right price, it's going to be successful.
And Cadillac has announced the Escalade IQ, which is the all-new electric version of the Escalade. It's actually kind of a clean sheet design, meaning it doesn't really share anything in common with the standard Escalade, other than its kind of massive size and 750 horsepower, and they're saying up to 450 miles of range, which is really good.
Especially for a car that big, that's pretty impressive. But I think what's really nice is that like a regular Escalade right now, usually they're used as kind of like higher end, especially if you order like a really nice Uber, right? And it never really speaks luxury. The outside of this one, this brand new one, the 2025, looks like a luxury vehicle. And not just the inside, right? From the outside, from the way the headlights look to the brushed metal that's in the picture we saw, it looks like an actual luxury SUV, which I'm super stoked for.
Yeah, a lot more kind of a premium design, both inside and out, than the current Escalade.
Thank you so much for watching. Visit the link down in the description if you'd like to get started with a free demo from Jazel, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to follow us here on YouTube to see what we got coming next. Have a good one.